Well, 5 of the 6 Rockport-Fulton Little League teams brought home district championship titles this year.
That's right. They got over both the obstacles of their opponents. That's a big one. And also the fact that Hurricane Harvey, caused such havoc in their area. Our reporter Marissa Cummings has more tonight on how these teams achieved victory facing all that adversity.
I'm sitting in the dugout at the Rockport Little League baseball field, and this fence that you see, the bench that I'm sitting on, none of it existed almost a year ago because everything was torn away by Hurricane Harvey.
It was emotional to see so much damage and to see the kids' equipment strewn across the park and the buildings falling down.
That's Sarah Flaherty, the president of the league. She says despite the damage done to the fields, they were determined to make it work. Volunteers helped clean up, and the kids made the best of what they had.
Dugout water was provided via a garden hose all season. Temporary backstops were in place.
And Hurricane Harvey didn't just destroy where they played baseball or softball, it devastated their homes. The junior league manager, Ray Upham, knew that and did what he could to help.
We had a lot of kids that were displaced and gone. Didn't get back till almost school started up, and we gave rides. We did what we had to do to get them to practice and whenever, and still doing it.
To 11-year-old Hannah Burney, that determination to defy the odds is what helped the teams become district champs.
It just motivated us more.
She says although Harvey was tough, it made her appreciate her team more.
I feel like it brought us together a lot more because now we won't take our seasons for granted or anything.
The next step is for teams to compete at sectionals in order to make it to state. Reporting in Rockport, Marissa Cummings, 3 News.
There you go. Overcoming adversity, that's what it's all about, and they proved that they were up to that task.
Yep.
Bill